Hey guys, how's it going?
Today is review day, so today we are going to be doing a review for you. Ha! Didn't even mean to make it rhyme. Yes, I did. That's a lie. The book that I am doing a review for you guys today on is Fangirl by Rowell. Now, I actually read this book a couple weeks ago. I get the Rowell craze now. Along with this is also a review for Carry On, her other book, which has to do with the fanfiction that's in this world. If you want to go check out my review for that, that'll be linked down below. Absolutely go see that one as well, since these are both going up at the same time. So in case you've only seen this book and you actually have no clue what it's about, except for the fact that your friends just will not stop talking about it, Fangirl follows a girl named Kath. Now, she is actually a twin. Her and her twin Ren have grown up surrounded by Simon Snow, and this is basically a fanfiction that many people IRL consider to be like Harry Potter, because it is very much so like Harry Potter. In this world, it's Simon Snow. So Kath and Ren grow up absolutely obsessed. Kath eventually turns to fanfiction to help express herself and her love for this series. She then gathers a massive following and people are so excited for her writing. In this book, we are waiting for the release of the 8th book of the Simon Snow story. So Kath is basically in competition with herself to write out the story and write out what she believes is the correct ending to the Simon Snow series that has not been released yet. So Kath and Ren are off to their first year of college. However, Kath is a very introverted person, whereas Ren is very extroverted. Ren drops the bomb on Kath that when they go to college, she wants to live with a different roommate. She wants to be away from Kath, not because of personal conflict, but solely because of the fact that Ren wants to experience life for herself. She doesn't want to be known as Kath's sister. However, that leaves Kath in an absolute conundrum because she doesn't know how to go about life without her sister. Not to mention, at home they have a father that has mental issues. It's never fully explained exactly what his mental issues are. However, it can be assumed that it is anxiety, depression related, and Kath is worried about them both going off to college and not being there to support her father. So therefore, Kath has so many things going on going into the first year of college, and when she gets to college, her roommate Reagan is not the most welcoming person. Reagan does not enjoy having a roommate. She didn't want a roommate. Reagan's an upperclassman. She just wants to get through school. And along with Reagan comes Levi. Levi is a tall, lanky boy with a receding hairline that really pushes Kath and really makes her express herself in her first year of college. He doesn't let her kind of fall into the shell of herself. Kath does fight against this though. She doesn't agree with some random person coming into her life and making her do these various things. At one point, it's actually explained that Kath actually so badly does not want to be a part of this world that she didn't find out where the dining hall is, so she's just in her room eating peanut butter and breakfast bars instead of going and eating, which I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna go find the dining hall. Like, I'm not afraid of people that much that I'm not gonna find the dining hall. Overall, this was a very cute story. It definitely dealt with some heavier issues with Kath and Ren's father having the mental illnesses that he does. It definitely brings in a new light of mental awareness, and even more so from the fact of it's mental awareness from the side of a parent. It's not mental awareness from the side of our main character or the main character's best friend, to where parents are involved but they don't have it. So I think that that was definitely a refreshing touch. Also with this story is the message of pushing outside of your comfort zone. Kath is so comfortable with her fan fiction and the story that she's written, and that she has a following based off of those stories, and she has people that care off of those stories, that when a teacher comes along and tells her to write something else other than fan fiction, she's lost, just absolutely lost. And I think that that has to do a lot with us today in everyday life, is when somebody comes along and tells us you can't do that anymore, you gotta do something else, that a lot of us do what Kath does and internally freak out, and a lot of us just back off and quit. And I'm right there with you. I've done it. I admit I've done it, and I think it's something that it's interesting to have it played out by a character and have it be fan fiction instead of something more serious in life. I think that makes makes it way more relatable. I do fully admit that Levi in this book took me quite a bit to understand what Levi actually looked like. Just the way he was initially described in the first part of this book, I kept imagining a very weird proportioned human being with like long legs that always wore flannel shirts, that had like hair starting back. It was just the way he was described. I had the weirdest mental picture of him. However, once I discovered that this is Levi on the front, it helped kind of organize my thoughts. So Levi wasn't this weird mantis person anymore. He was actually a human being. I do thoroughly love Levi as a character and as a person though. Not to mention Levi, other than being just the male interest, is a genuine person, and when Kath needs help, he helps. And I think that is something that characters as a whole really need to have in a book, is they need to genuinely care. Kath even describes him as always having a smile on his face, and I think that that is just a very refreshing touch for a character. So overall, I gave Fangirl a 4.5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I thoroughly enjoyed this story start to finish. I was invested. I wanted to know the story. There was no part of this book that I'm like, oh, there's more. Every page I was excited to get through. I was excited to get to the end, and I highly recommend this book to anybody that wants some contemporary along with some nerd. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, let me know some of your thoughts on Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. As always guys, I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Be sure to like, be sure to comment, and I will see you guys next time.